Robert Duvall built one of the most respected careers in Hollywood history, not by playing the hero, but by becoming whoever the story demanded. Yet behind that celebrated reputation, he reportedly carried a set of grievances that took decades to surface. Stories about betrayal, rivalry, and disillusionment involving some of the biggest names in the business. So what did he actually say, and about whom? It starts in New York, long before anyone knew either of their names. According to various accounts, Duvall and Dustin Hoffman once shared an apartment in the early 1960s, both scraping by on rejected auditions and borrowed confidence. By most tellings, they were genuinely close, rehearsing together, encouraging each other, surviving the same lean years. But as they began competing for the same roles, something reportedly shifted. Duvall later alleged that creative ideas he developed during private rehearsals began showing up in Hoffman's auditions. He also claimed that when Hoffman spoke publicly about preparing for Midnight Cowboy, their private conversations went completely unmentioned. According to Duvall's account, he wasn't looking for credit, just acknowledgement. When it never came, the friendship quietly ended. He also alleged that during casting discussions for The French Connection, Hoffman made negative comments about him to director William Friedkin. Hoffman has disputed claims of this nature, and none of it has ever been independently confirmed. But Duvall reportedly considered it a final, irreversible betrayal. Then there was Marlon Brando. Before they worked together on The Chase in 1966, Duvall genuinely admired him. That changed on set. According to Duvall's later recollections, Brando's habit of completely reinventing his performance between takes created chaos for everyone around him. Crew members, editors, fellow actors. The alleged breaking point came during an emotional scene when Duvall claimed Brando made quiet but deliberate noises off camera, forcing repeated takes. When Duvall confronted him, Brando reportedly responded that perhaps he should have been stronger in his choices. Duvall never denied Brando's brilliance. He acknowledged it openly. But he drew a firm line between talent and conduct, and in his view, one did not excuse the other. On The Godfather, Duvall and James Caan played brothers with compelling chemistry on screen. Off it, according to Duvall's reported account, the atmosphere was considerably cooler. He claimed Caan made deliberate scene-stealing gestures during his dialogue and, at one point, dismissed the character of Tom Hagen as little more than a secretary. What's interesting is that Duvall later suggested the real friction between them actually improved the film. The guarded distance between the actors reflected the tension between the characters themselves. Finally, Robert Redford. During The Natural in 1984, Duvall allegedly grew frustrated with on-set delays and what he described as Redford's outsized influence over production decisions, including, he claimed, pressure to reduce his character's screen time. It has been reported, though never confirmed, that Redford told him bluntly, "You're a character actor. I'm a movie star. We're not playing by the same rules." Duvall never questioned Redford's talent. His criticism, reportedly, was reserved for the gap between Redford's public image and the man he believed he encountered behind the camera. 4 relationships. 4 very different stories about fame, trust, and what Hollywood looks like when the cameras aren't rolling. If you found this one worth your time, a like and subscribe means more than you'd think. It helps us keep digging into stories like this one.